And we're back with this week's shop update. I'm McKenna here at Spawn Fly Fish, and first thing we're gonna cover are display cases. They're new, they're from Hairline, and they are awesome. It's a great way to keep your flies safe from getting stepped on, falling off the shelf, getting dusty, whatever, and just to show off.
All right, everybody, Pete here at Spawn, and we did get a couple things in that you might be interested in, and if you're not, I'm gonna buy them all, so do me a huge favor and jump on the website and check out everything that's back in stock from Whiting. What you're gonna see is we've got, boom, 4 Bs. How many? All of them. So whatever the color, flavor, everything else you might need, 4B, maybe the best value in fly tying as far as feathers goes right now. If you're into tying changers, and there might be a couple of you, this is what you need. Get the good stuff. The other thing we want to get into is we happen to have the newly revamped and ever so beautiful Spawn Semi-Seal in UV Black Blue. So of course has the UV blue properties in there that we know does a little something to these fish, but we also put a little flash in there, changed it up just a touch, and it is amazing. Do you need it? Boy, oh boy, do you need it. And we also went ahead and made that in Mega. So for your bigger patterns, bass fishing, what have you, there you go. Regular, Mega, get some today.
All right, continuing on products that are new here or back in stock, we have a new hook. This is the G Carp hook from Gamakatsu. This is an interesting one. So this has the nano smooth coat, sorry about that, to increase the ease of penetration into the fish's mouth. So those carp have those super soft mouths. This is supposed to increase the penetration, increase your chances of hookup and landing a fish. Not only that, so the way that this hook is built, the idea is that it has these squared off edges, is that it's going to rotate. So I haven't used this hook. I've read about this hook. We brought this hook in. I'm very intrigued on its ability to rotate once the fish is hooked and how that performs in terms of landing success rate. So very interesting idea. Excited to use it. We got these on the site. I will not only be using these for carp. So that's something to note. Just because you're not a carp fisherman doesn't mean that you can't use this hook. Another thing that we want to talk as we segue outside of products is that our site is live and well, and we have been publishing blogs right and left. They've been very well read, and we just want to continue to reiterate that these blogs are coming out weekly, if not daily sometimes, and we will also add these shop updates and what's new to a blog on our website for those that aren't tuning into these shop updates. So if you are in a situation where you can't hear what we're saying right now, you can always revert back to this blog every Wednesday to see what's new at Spawn Fly Fish, what's going on, and what else is happening here at the shop.
So as far as those important dates, this Friday, the 27th, we do have the fly tying class here at Spawn. And if you haven't signed up, please consider this your last chance to do so. Give us a call here at the shop. Hit us up on the chat on the website. Whatever you got to do, just let us know, hey, I'm interested in coming to this tying class. Again, they are free. What you have to bring is yourself and a great attitude and a willingness to learn. That's it. Everything else is provided here at Spawn. And one last thing. As far as the fishing report, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the stillwater fishing right now. Still pretty good. What you need to have with you are a selection of leeches. Nothing's hitting on the top for the most part. So put something under an indicator. If you're going to strip in a fly, slow figure 8 retrieve is great, and you should find success.
Continuing into the fishing report, as for the rivers, we had a big bump of rain. This has kind of been the ebb and flow of our forecast lately, but fishing's been good. There's chum salmon literally everywhere in all of our coastal rivers, and they are an absolute riot to catch on a fly rod. If you haven't done it before, do so. It is a ton of fun. Come out this weekend. Remember, when you see these huge spikes in the river, these are smaller systems, so they're going to come down quickly, and you will be able to fish very, very soon after those spikes in that water flow. So the other thing to note, we went out this past Sunday, we caught a bunch of chum salmon. Despite my history of catching these fish, down here in Southwest Washington, these fish continue to eat very, very large flies. The sparse flies that I had so much success with growing up in Puget Sound just haven't been the ticket lately. And last year, Pete kind of proved that, and this year it continues to be the trend where we see these big chartreuse and pink and chartreuse and chartreuse and chartreuse and green flies really just do the trick. It's getting their attention, they're seeing what's happening, and they're coming up and giving it a snack. So if you have a box of chum flies that are historically small, make sure that you add some of these bigger profile flies before you come out here, because it will lead to some success.
And last but not least, we wanted to let all of you guys know that Ilwaco is the place to be come Halloween time. Last year we had just over 600 trick-or-treaters, and this year we hope to break that record. So make sure that you come on down and say hi and pick up some candy. And that does it for this week's shop update. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.